What's up, OMG Pop? This is OMG Pop Pro here. I'm going to show you guys a Starcraft game to show you why I should be sponsored by OMG Pop. As you can see, I'm representing OMG Pop here using the name omgpop.com, facing a guy named Reach the Sky. Let's get this thing going. So if you don't know Starcraft, it's a strategy game, a real-time strategy game that is, and it's pretty popular in South Korea, but it's pretty popular everywhere in the world. Starcraft 2 is coming out July 27th, so might want to check that out. Basically, Starcraft 2 is going to have all the money, like much money to win. So I think OMG Pop needs to get in on the action, needs to sponsor some players that are interested in OMG Pop and play their daily. Needs to get their name thrown out there. Maybe host a tournament or two because there's going to be a lot of money to get in StarCraft 2. A lot of fame. It's going to be one big game. StarCraft Brood War was a big game, but this game is going to be even bigger. So as you can see, I'm the Protoss player, of course, facing a Terran player. This map, sorry, my throat's kind of messed up today. This map is known as Heartbreak Ridge. It's a two-player map. You can only spawn at these two positions. And as you can see, I'm scouting early with my probe. So a little bit about myself. Well, I play a lot of OMG Pop. I'm pretty good at pool. I'm pretty good at checkers. And pretty good at foreplay. My friend is actually maybe number 1 at foreplay, Lord of Dabu. And I'm probably number 2 or number 3. But he cheats because he uses that algorithm or something. So anyway, pretty standard play from both of us. He's going fast barracks, not fast barracks. He's going normal time barracks, normal time gas. I'm going normal time gateway at 10, gas at 12. Playing pretty standard here, and I am, like I said, I'm representing OMGPop.com with my name. I feel 100% fine with representing OMG Pop because I'm a good-mannered player. I'm not mean or bad-mannered, which means you insult them and whatnot. I'm not mean or bad-mannered to any player. Not that I win all the time, but compared to a lot of people, I'm pretty good at this game. So, and I'm probably the best at OMG Pop, but nobody has challenged me yet. So I'm willing to play anybody that thinks you're better than me. So the pylon, really standard build from me and really standard build from him. He's going to add his factory here in a few seconds when he gets enough gas, which is of course standard if you don't know much about Brood War. If you do know much about Brood War, then you'll know that this game's standard because he's going to be taking the SCVs off gas because he doesn't need the gas right now. So this game is actually really freaking hard to learn because it takes so long to learn timings, build orders, get your general information down. You have to have mechanics to play. You have to practice. You have to have a high APM. APM, of course, is actions per minute. The pro gamers in Korea generally get 300 or so. This game, mine, was 245, which means I'm up there. So my highest actually has been 300. I usually won't get it in this matchup, but I have gotten it in Protoss vs. Protoss. Where you have to micro being, controlling your units quite a bit, and when you have a lot of battles and whatnot, Reavers thrown in, you really have to control your units because it's really important in that matchup. So I have gotten 300 before, but it's really fast. So as you can see here, my first Dragoon's out. I'm gonna go ahead and kill his SCV scout, and again, really standard play from me, not hiding any buildings, just putting everything out there. Building another Dragoon. As I scouted him, I saw he took 2 SCVs off gas, which means he's most likely going to go for either a fast command center with a siege tank, or he's going to go for a FD, which is known as a fake double, which is basically where they make 6 Marines, a tank, and a vulture. They get spider mines, which is exactly what he's doing, and they push while building a command center directly in their natural. The natural, of course, being the expansion right outside their base. His is right there. Mine's right here. Since I knew he was going to do something like that, I went ahead and built a Nexus because I knew I could defend it. And you're going to see me micro these Dragoons once Dragoon range kicks in. And I'm also going to be adding a gateway and a robotics facility once I get the money. Money, of course, is in the top right. So, why I should represent OMG Pop. You can see I'm microing those Dragoons. I don't think this guy really was that great because his micro wasn't that great. But about me, I've played this game on and off for like 3 years or so. I really got competitive 2 summers ago, but I didn't get back into it last March, I think. And this was a bad move by me right here. I just sent these goons in. So that was a bad mistake on my part. But even then, there's still, he can't really attack or anything because, like, I can just micro. Dragoons have a huge range. I can just keep controlling him, picking off his Marines until all he has left is the tank. And if you know anything about Starcraft, you'll know 2 Dragoons beats 1 tank. And Vultures are not very good versus Dragoons unless they use the Spider Mines, which you see right there. But anyway, my highest rank on this ladder that we're on, IC Cup, as you can see, we're on IC Cup, the Abyss Starcraft server. 1,500 people on right now, so not a bad number for a game that was made in 1998. My highest rank is B-. I want to point out that that's actually like against pure Koreans, which like I could ladder against Americans and just foreigners in general. Foreigners, of course, being people not in Korea. But it's not the same because Koreans overall are just so much better. They're so much more like stronger, I guess, than anybody outside of Korea. They know their builds, they know their timings. So if you ladder purely against them, you're gonna have way better practice. It's what you call Korean hours. And when I mentioned that once on OMG Pop, I got called racist. But Korean hours is merely a term for the time of which Koreans dominate the ladder. You can see I lose a Dragoon there. Wasn't paying attention. But I am ahead in supply, 50 to 44. Not bad for this early in the game. You can see I'm taking my 3rd base. I already got the 2nd base up and running. Adding gateways. Got an observer pumping. I'm pretty set right now for the mid game. I got my Citadel of Adun coming up, which if you don't know allows you to get Zealot speed. Zealot's not too good in the early game, but once you get Zealot speed, kick in.